Well, I got a doozy for you today. This is a Switch 2 video, and I could not get Mario Kart World working. It was a digital download for the Nintendo Switch 2. You have to do it a certain way, a backup. The system transfer to Switch 2 does not work. If you get all the way back around and you do everything, you have to do it in the initial setup. It will not work. You can go back in the settings, and there is nothing in here. I have looked through every single one of these system updates, everything, and there is nothing about, transferring. It'll just do a stupid thing. So in the beginning of the setup, if you are trying to transfer your stuff from your Switch 1 to your Switch 2, let's get out of here. This is how you actually do it. You have to actually do a system reboot. You got to reboot your Switch 2. All right, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to show you how to do it today. You have to be sure to have actually the same, when you come back around, you have to have the same update, the 20.20 update on both the Switch 1 and Switch 2. So I'll show you how actually. So you're going to go down here, go into systems, and you're going to go all the way down to here. And you're going to find System Transfer to Nintendo Switch 2. Click on that. I'll show you the default one. You go next. It says System Transfer. You go OK. You go done. It says please wait. And it says connect the AC. Now I've seen people, they didn't have this deal come up. So let's actually hook them up. And it takes it away. So you're going to get this screen, System Transfer to Nintendo Switch 2, and it's just going to spin and spin and spin forever. So, it's really sad that you can't get it working on the Switch 2 after you get, past the initial setup, but it doesn't have it in here. Maybe they got a glitch in the update. So let's back out of here. I'm actually going to reboot my Switch 2. All right, I'll show you how to do that now. Pretty easy. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I did buy the copy of the disc of that. Mario Maker works, but you're going to have a heck of a time trying to get all these games on here if you actually don't just transfer it in the beginning. So let's do it this way. I hope this works, because I'm not sure anymore. All right, so go down to Systems. There's the system update. That's what you want to do when you come back around. Format drive, restore factory settings, next, console will connect to the internet to unlink your Nintendo account. I had all that set up before. Now it says caution. Once the console has been restored to factory, the deleted data cannot be recovered. So we are starting off with a brand new Switch, and we're going to do it right this time. You're going to have to get your Nintendo account going again, which is really easy. Console will power off. So there goes the Nintendo Switch 2. Now it's going to take its say. We'll be back in a second. All right, so I actually had to push the power button on the Switch 2. And I was all excited about getting this thing going, and it took me like 2.5 hours. I'm not even joking. So very easy. Select your region. The Americans. I accept. Next step. I'm very close to. So here is the screen that you actually have to get going on. All right, so I picked Don't Transfer, because the reason I did this was because I didn't want all the games on my Nintendo 1 to go to my Nintendo 2, to save some data, because games are very large. That's where you make the mistake. For, downloading stuff from the shop or any free things. It really feels like it's limited. All right, if you have an SD card, put that in now. I don't have an SD card. All right, so system transfer. It says bring the system closer. I don't know how much closer I can get. Let's push done. All right, so here we go. This was the menu that you will not see if you don't select the system transfer. All right, so it says, please do the following on the source Nintendo Switch. Open the home screen to transfer from your Nintendo 1 to Nintendo 2. Let's go down to System. System transfer to Switch 2. Next. Okay. Alright, so boom. Look at that. Start downloading. Now it's downloading stuff from your Switch 1 to Switch 2. Switch 2, start download. This shouldn't take very long, depending on how many games you got. I have quite a few games, and it didn't seem like it took very long. So we'll be right back when this actually gets done. Okay, so the system just rebooted. It just took a little under 5 minutes. It was not very long at all. Very nice. It still says sending saved data on Switch 1. Oh, it does say 1 minute. Okay, so it just said data has been sent. Please wait until the process is complete on the Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, so maybe 7 minutes now. Okay, so bing, bam, boom. Let's push the data has been saved. Okay, on the Switch 1. And let's put, it says system transfer complete. Downloadable software will be re-downloaded later. The theme color for source will be carried over, which is awesome. It should turn from white to black. So now the Joy-Cons are actually off. So I now have put the Switch 2 in to the dock. It says successful. And bing, bam, boom, the setup is complete. Home button. And it looks like it saved my stuff that's already on there, but I do not have Mario Kart World. I will show you how to download that quick. You want to go into Nintendo Shop. If your game does not pop up here, be sure to go into reorder and put it to this system. Load on this system. There we go. Loading virtual game. Has been loaded. And look at that. It is downloaded. Awesome. Finally. You know, it's just funny how it works. I just don't understand why it messed up like that. It was just strange. But you have to actually just do it in the beginning, because you can't do it after you go through the settings and, you know, put USA in and all that good stuff. So the download will take like about a half an hour, depending on your speed. It's not too bad for me. So I'll be back. And now you actually just got all your games and all your stuff. Mario Kart World is actually downloading. I already tried Donkey Kong Bonanza, because that is actually a disc that I bought, or card. So that's how you do it. So thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Yippee yahoo! Hope you enjoyed the video today. If you could please leave a like, a share, and subscribe, Jagger and I would appreciate that. Have a great day.